is Adam Gaiman, Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm making a video tonight because I was just at an event on Saturday, January 25th, 2020 for Michael the Mayor, or Michael Cundick is running for Salt Lake County Mayor in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I was just at his kickoff party for his campaign. I wanted to share with you a little interview that I had with him, and I wanted to share the fact that Michael Cundick is someone who has really listened to the community. He has cared about what other people in the community have actually had to say, and has cared to know about our struggles, and he has had a close relationship and understanding as well with me personally. I want to share with you the interview so that other people that you may know of, or if you do live in the Salt Lake Valley, that you'll have an opportunity to hear how this person has impacted my life as well as other people's lives. This channel is all about how to help people with disabilities to understand other people, and especially myself, and the struggles that people with disabilities have. Like I've mentioned in other videos, there are other people with disabilities as well as myself that are undiagnosed, and those struggles. And it's important that we think about this, because in our lifetime we will at one point end up with a disability of some sort, and we need to have people who care about listening to the needs of us, are willing to empathize and try to look at things from our perspective. This person, Michael Cundick, has actually been doing that. As a matter of fact, he's been doing that even before he even started running for office. Please enjoy this, and at the same time, please subscribe, please ring the notification bell, and please share and comment. Thank you, and enjoy the video. I'm here with Michael Cundick. He's running for Salt Lake County Mayor, and I wanted to endorse him, as well as I wanted to find out what your thoughts are about what you've learned from working with myself and other people, of what you feel about disability access, and what your thoughts are as you're running for Salt Lake County Mayor.
Well, Adam, I appreciate you asking me that. I've actually learned a lot working with you and the rest of the Disabled Rights Action Committee. It's really, really important, obviously, bottom line, that we are raising awareness for accessibility, make sure that we're not creating an ableist culture, right? We need to be thinking about all of the actions that we take and how it allows people to come to the table. I'm a huge believer that the more diversity, the more cultural influence, the more types of ability, the more perspectives that we have as we're trying to solve the big problems of our day, the better we're going to be able to solve them. I remember working on the Strawless and SLC campaign and not knowing how much it can impact people with disabilities that need to be able to use straws. And so that was a really learning experience for me, and it's taught me a lot about being a lot more humble and a lot more open-minded, and keep my ears open and ask who is being affected by these things and who's not at the table when we're talking about the big changes that we need to have in our culture and society.
And what is your thoughts about public transit, and just from your experiences when I have not been able to have access, or what you've seen from other people as well
Well, we really need to be prioritizing public access and transportation. I feel that especially in an area that suffers so badly from air quality issues, we need to make a culture of accessible and mass public transit so that we are able to make that part of our culture and our lives. So many people are left out of it being a reasonable solution for them right now. And I know how hard it can be. Like there's certain events that you've wanted to come to, and other members of the disabled community. And if the bus stations don't line up perfectly, if the schedules don't line up perfectly, it means we lose your voice at the table. And it's so important that we get to have everybody in the days to come.
And what are your thoughts about where there's people who are disabled that are on low fixed incomes, and how that affects people, whether it's trying to purchase, good food, clean water, housing,
Yeah.
and obviously there's a big crisis right now in Salt Lake with the homeless and how homeless people are treated. What are your thoughts on how you, as Salt Lake County Mayor, you're willing to listen to what people in the disability communities and the homeless communities, and how that affects, and what you're willing to do to try to help make that better?
Well, first of all, I think it's awful that I hear about people with disabilities that are getting paid less than minimum wage. That's just insulting. It needs to change. It's not the right way to treat people. When it comes to homelessness, I can't pretend that I have a silver bullet or a magical solution to every single problem that we face, but I do know that there are so many wisdom holders and solutions already in the valley, and when we make it a point to bring everybody to the table and make sure we have mechanisms to get the best ideas out and take action on those ideas and stay humble and stay persistent on these issues. I mean, with the homelessness issue here in Salt Lake City, we've known this was coming for many years, and yet we still had the road home closed right as we were entering a really brutal winter, and it's created a whole lot of issues. I'm really proud of the direct action volunteers and activists in our community that have made a stand and forced another emergency shelter to open, and I think that we can do better at bringing cultures to the table. There are so many empty buildings and warm places and solutions to this issue. It's disturbing that it hasn't been solved yet, and I really hope that by staying consistent and compassionate and empathetic and keeping our ears open, that we can avoid as much of that problem as possible, and be there for each other and have empathy and compassion.
Well, I will say that I'm actually really grateful that you're running for Salt Lake County Mayor, because I believe that you are actually listening to the people, and where most people have an agenda that they want to have fulfilled, but yet at the same time you're actually listening and learning from what other people have been saying, from what you first started out with your own agenda, but then have realized that there's a lot of things that you didn't know before, that now you're just another regular person just like everyone else. You're not a rich senator or someone else that of power, that you're just another person living life and experiencing life just like the rest of the community. And I know that one of your goals is that community is we join together, we work together, we're all part of the same family or the same branch. What hurts one of us hurts all of us.
That's absolutely right, Adam. We're all completely connected. We're interdependent. We're all part of this amazing web of life and this amazing community that is Utah and is this beautiful valley. And I was raised in poverty. I've worked my life. I spent the last 9 years very dedicated to the activist community, supporting local foods, growing food, and trying our best to improve air quality, accessibility, and create a culture of healthy, resilient communities that are engaged in the healing process. We have a world that is so full of ecological crisis and political crisis, and we need more people that are willing to be grounded and humble and authentic, and have been walking the talk that they have, and I don't know if I see that very much in normal politicians. So I'm excited to mix things up and do my best here. Michael the Mayor, Michael Cundick for Salt Lake County Mayor, Green Party candidate. I think it's time we broaden our perspectives, that we have more options. It's insulting to only have two options, and both options have still left us in the lurch that we're in society. So I'm excited to bring something new to the table. Thank you, Adam.
You're welcome, and good luck.
Thank you.
Please like, share, subscribe, and comment.